That I will inquire and tell. That I will inquire and tell.
ഇപ്പം റിപ്ലൈ എടുക്കണ്ട, ക്ലാസ്സിൻ്റെ അടുത്ത്.
That I will inquire and tell, please. Tell, please.
Likewise, in steps we can have the break application release, both the loco break as well as the formation break. And second one is independent loco break application. That is, we can simply by operating that SNN valve, we can have a loco break alone. Automatic break application. That is, by operating that ANIN valve, we can destroy BP or we can charge BP to the formation for applying or release the formation break. The formation break means the brake that is applied on the coaches or wagons attached to the loco. Conjunction brake application. So what it is called conjunction brake application. If you are working a train along with the loco, along with the formation, if you are working a train. So if you are applying the loco formation brake, that is by operating the ANIN, you are dropping BP. If your BP is dropping, means all the coaches brake will be applied. But coaches will stop. What will happen to the loco? What will happen to the loco? So you can't able to apply SNN pressure because it is on a combined loco and train you are working. So there is a one valve called C3W distributor valve in the loco. What it will do? It will sense that BP drop and it will apply loco brake also in the loco. So whenever you are applying formation brake, in conjunction to the formation brake, loco brake will also be applied. So that system is called a conjunction brake application. Automatic brake application means we are applying brakes in the formation. So at the same time, in our loco also automatically brake will come. That is called a conjunction brake application. That is done by C3W distributor valve. Okay. Release of conjunction brake is not required. So we can release this conjunction brake in the loco alone if not required by one button or by push pedal. That is called quick release pedal or quick release button. So we can release this conjunction brake in the loco alone, but formation the brake will get applied. Sixth one is this emergency brake. Emergency brake is due to any accidental or in emergency case we need to apply emergency. Both the LP and ALP can also apply emergency brake. But the LP, all the controls are in the handle of LP, but ALP have one emergency brake. That is called a P1 emergency valve or ALP emergency valve or fireman emergency valve. These three are the names of a single valve available in the nearer to the seat of the LP. LP can operate that LP, not only LP, ALP can operate that emergency valve in case of any emergency condition. So the brake will apply in the loco as well as in the formation. Automatic brake application during guard brake application or ICC means chain pulling. There is passengers traveling in the coaches. If they are releasing that, if they are pulling that chain, the brakes will come in the coaches. So during all the other cases, in all these cases, that is train parting. Train parting means if the train and coaches are parting, that is dividing on run. Or if between the loco itself, if it is a multi-loco, due to any the not proper locking of the coupler, if the brake should come in the loco, that to make stop the loco. So engine comes to idle during emergency brake operation or train parting or ICC chain pulling. So if you are running at the 8th notch, so due to any emergency, that the ALP is applying the emergency brake or LP is applying the emergency brake. So but engine is running at the 8th notch, so the traction motors will have maximum current. So but we need to reduce the speed of the traction motor also. That is, we need to disconnect the power or we need to bring the engine to idle. So that's what whenever you are applying this emergency brake, so that emergency brake will be sensed by the DMR relay and a engine will also come to idle. So their future is there in this brake system to bring the engine to idle during emergency brake operation or chain pulling or the train or loco parking. Multiple unit operation. Multiple unit means we can combine two locos, both electrically and pneumatically, and we can work as a single loco. So that future brake application in the multi-unit can also be possible from the lead loco. So that system is having that feature also. Dead loco brakes. If we want to move a loco as a dead loco to any working loco, dead loco means it will be surround condition, not cramped condition, no pressure will be there on the dead loco, nothing will be there. But brakes should come in the dead loco if we are applying the brakes in the front leading loco. So this system is having that feature also. So these are all the salient features of IRAB system. Not only this IRAB system, that computer controlled brake system is also having these same features. Logic is same, but control is only by the help of computer in HHP locos. But in Alto locos, this IRAB system is only available. So what are all the subsystem of this IRAB system? That is, by SNIN valve, we are applying the loco brake. The loco brake system is also called as independent brake system. By the ANIN valve, we are charging BP for release of formation brake. If you are destroying BP by any valve means that is called formation brake we are applying. That system is called a brake pipe system. So always you should keep it in mind. Brake pipe, whatever word comes, you should have in mind ANIN valve. Loco brake, what you should have in mind SNIN valve. Proportionate brake system, the other name is conduction brake system. That is, if you are dropping BP in the formation by ANIN valve, our loco also brake should come. That brake is called a conduction brake. Fourth is this feed pipe system. Feed pipe system is nothing from MR1 pressure to the duplex valve. We are sending that MR1 pressure to the feed valve. That feed valve is converting that MR pressure into 6 kg feed pipe pressure. That 6 kg is charged to shortwood and longwood via one cutter plug and angle plugs and through hoses. This feed pipe also we need to give to the formation. This brake pipe and feed pipe we need to give to the formation for brake application in the formation, that is coaches and wagons. So what are the pressure? So MR pressure it is 8 to 10 kg per centimeter square. Brake pipe pressure how much we are getting? 5 kg per centimeter square. Feed pipe pressure how much is 6 kg. How much is 3 kg per centimeter square? Nowadays 3 or 3.5 kg also can be taken here. What is this conduction brake pressure? I said that if you are dropping BP in the formation by help of ANIN valve, our loco also will have one brake. That brake is called conduction brake. So which is the valve that is creating the conduction brake? That is C3W distributor valve. So how much the pressure value? That is, if you are applying SNIN means in our loco 3 kg pressure will come to brake cylinders. But if you are dropping BP means the conduction brake of how much will come? 1.8 kg per centimeter square pressure will come. This is called a conduction brake. So what are all the valves used and their functions? So ANIN automatic valve. That is, I said ANIN comes means what we should come in mind. BP pressure should come in mind. So it is brake application for formations and also for loco. SNIN valve is brake application for loco alone. That is, brake cylinder pressure is only charged by this SNIN valve. MUTB valve and F1 selector valve. These are all the valves available on the panel. So what it will do? We need to select the loco as a lead unit or a trial and lead unit by this MUTB valve. These are multi-unit valves. So by selecting this MUTB valve only, we can make our loco to work as a lead loco or a dead or trial loco. So this MUTB and F1 selector valve will work in combination for this multi-unit operation. Or for a single loco, if we keep our MUTB in lead means our whole brake system will be in lead. If we keep our MUTB in dead or trial means our brake system won't function. It have to be functioned by one leading loco only. C2W or additional C2W valve. So this is the valve which is coming in the ANIN system. So via the C2W or additional C2 valve only, the BP pressure is charging to the formation. 24 AD double check valve. It's a double check valve. So two inputs. This double check valve will have two inputs. It will give only one output. So these are two types of double check valve available. Two locations it is available in our IRS that we will study. C3W distributor valve. So it, as I said, this is only the congestion brake application valve. That is, whenever you are dropping BP by A9 valve, by the C3W distributor valve, the loco congestion brake will come. How much that pressure? 1.8 kg per centimeter squared. This C3W valve, this is same as this BP C3W valve. So for BP system, we are having one additional C3W valve. For DC system, we will simply call a C3W valve. So by from the C3W valve, this is available in the A9 system, SI9 system. From the C3W valve only, our locomotive brake cylinders will have brake cylinder pressure. Pressure switch, that is this is called PCS2 pressure switch. So with the help of this PCS2 pressure switch only, the engine will come to idle. PCS2 pressure. Where is the location of this PCS2 pressure switch? So it is available on the triplate panel, that is air brake panel only. D1 emergency valve. As I said, this D1 emergency valve, we can call it as a ALP emergency valve or fireman emergency valve. So this is an important emergency valve available nearer to both the LP and ALP seat for emergency brake application. D1 pilot air valve or quick release valve. So during dynamic braking, whenever you are applying dynamic braking, the loco brake should not be there. So this feature is activated by this D1 pilot air valve, or you can call it as quick release valve. And also not only this dynamic brake loco release purpose. If you want to release the congestion brake of the loco alone, we will push one pedal or we will push one button, that is called the quick release button or quick release pedal. So by pressing that button or pushing that pedal, this quick release valve will get de-energized and also our congestion brake will get released. Pressure limiting valve. So this is the same type of limiting valve. In what other ways we can call it as N1 reducing valve. So in control air reservoir system, we had one limiting valve. What is the function of the limiting valve in control air system? So converting the 10 kg MR pressure to 5 kg MR pressure. Similarly, here also we are having one pressure limiting valve. So this valve is set to 1.8 kg per centimeter squared in the congestion brake system. That's what our congestion brake pressure is, 1.8 kg per centimeter squared. MR safety valve that we are seeing in MR system, that is set to 10.5 kg per centimeter squared. Duplex check valve, yesterday we had seen in that MR equalizing and feed pipe pressure are charged from the MR1 to this duplex check valve. So it will allow the MR pressure to MR equalizing and feed pipe only when MR pressure reaches 5 kg per centimeter squared. So it will not allow MR equalizing pipe where return back to MR pressure. Feed valve, as I said, the MR1 pressure is converted into 6 kg pressure in the feed valve. What are the types of feed valve available? C2N, F2 and FT1 types available. So to maintain feed pipe pressure at 6 kg per centimeter squared. What is the function of this feed pipe pressure? We need to send this 6 kg feed pipe pressure and also BP 5 kg to the formation, that is coaches or wagons. So by means of one distributor valve available in the coaches or wagons, these two are the inputs and it will give output, that is brake cylinder pressure of the coaches or wagons. So first we will see this SI9 valve. So how many SI9 valves available in the loco? So on each control stand, one SI9 valve is available. For loco brake application, that is independent brake valve. So what it will do, it will send pilot air to C2 relay valve to charge brake cylinder application. First we will see the system, then you can have one idea. You see, this is the loco brake having. This is the SNIN system or loco brake system. How in our loco the brake pressure, that is 3 or 3.5 kilogram per centimeter squared, is going to the brake and all the valves involved. So take first SNIN valve. So loco pilot is controlling or operating this SNIN valve. This valve has three positions initially. Initially means during vacuum brake position, this valve have three positions, but nowadays only two positions available. That is apply and release. That's all. So release means your brake will be released condition. That means zero pressure. Apply means fully applied. How much? 3 or 3.5 kg per centimeter square pressure we are giving to the brake cylinders to apply loco brake. If you are placing the handle in between this apply and release, according to the handle position, if it is in center means half of the brake pressure, brake cylinder pressure will go to the brake cylinders. So how it is doing, that's the matter. So SNIN valve, we are supplying MR to air, that is MR to air is the input for our air brake system. So MR to air, we are supplying, that is a green line, we are supplying to this SNIN valve. So SNIN valve has three ports. Three ports means openings. So through this port number 30, it is receiving input of this MR to air, and due to this bottom adjustable regulating valve, port number 20 to 3 kg per centimeter square. That is how much output we need. That output we have set this SNIN valve by means of this rotating adjustable wheel at the bottom. So whatever the pressure you are sending, that is 10 kg pressure you are sending or 8 kg pressure you are sending, always the output will be 3 kg per centimeter squared from this SNIN valve in application position. In release position, what will be the output? It will be 0. So three ports are available in this SNIN valve. So what is improved? So if you are in apply position means it will receive this MR pressure, it will convert this MR pressure into 3 or 3.5 kg. Two SNINs are available, one on each control stand, but no cutout cocks available. So this is the function of 24 AD double check valve. What it will do? It will receive two outputs, but it will pass only one output. That is two SNIN valves. So working control stand, SNIN, working control stand SNIN valve, you will have it in apply position. But non-working control stand SNIN valve, always you will place it in not working position, that is release position. That's what here output pressure will be 0, but here output pressure will be 3 kg per centimeter squared. So what this 24 double check valve will do? It will send the maximum output only or only one output. So here 0, here 3 kg pressure is coming from this working control stand SNIN valve. So this 24 double check valve will pass this 3 kg pressure to the next valve. So this is MUTB valve. See, this SNIN valve is also called as supply valve. Okay, a supply valve. This MUTB valve, this we can call it as transfer valve. So it is simply transferring this pressure. It is doing nothing, but the pressure is supplied by this SNIN valve. And this is C2 level, next valve, where the output is coming from the C2 level, this pink color line, to the brake cylinder. This is called the delivery valve. So always the system will have one supply valve, one or two transfer valves, and one delivery valve. So the pressure is called pilot air pressure. This C2 valve is receiving this pilot air pressure at port number 2 of the C2 valve. So this pilot air pressure, otherwise we can call it as control air pressure, control pressure. So what this C2 relay valve will do? Here also we are supplying this MR2 pressure. How much pressure coming? Suppose example 3 kg is coming from this SNIN valve. This C2 relay valve will do output as 3 kg. What it will do? it will convert this MR2 pressure into 3 kg, it will give us output. Suppose from this SNN valve only 1 kg is coming by handle movement somewhat placed in between the apply and release. So how much the C2 relay valve will produce? It will give output only 1 kg. So according to this bilateral pressure at port number 2, the same value will be delivered from this C2 relay valve outlet. So it is used for relaying the pressure. So relay means we have seen the sports that is in the Olympic relay running will be there. So one person is carrying one stick or one pole, he is giving to another person will take that to from the next team to the destination. Similarly, pressure is sent by this SN valve up to this relay valve control portion or bilateral portion. From this relay valve, it is only converting this MR pressure into delivery pressure. That is 3.5 kg per centimeter squared. It is giving to the brake cylinders of the loco through this one cutout cock. This is called a Bogey isolation cock or front truck brake cylinder cock. This is the rear truck brake cylinder cock. So for pressure gauges, that is BC pressure gauge available in the loco to indicate whether brakes are applied or not is taken from the front truck after this cutout cock. Okay, this is the brake cylinder applied. Now, but we need to charge this brake cylinder equalizing also, because if we are attaching a loco to the formation, the loco, a dead loco or a trial loco, for brakes application in that loco, we need to send this brake cylinder equalizing pressure also. So at the same time, the pressure is the same DC pressure, how much 3 or 3.5 kg is going through another set, one transfer valve. This is called F1 connector valve. So it is going through the brake cylinder equalizing pipeline. So it will be trapped here. But if it is a dead loco is attached, we will open this cutout bucket and this BC equalizing hose of working loco and BC equalizing hose of dead loco will be coupled. So this brake cylinder equalizing pressure will go to that loco and the brakes will be applied in the dead loco or trial loco of a multi loco. So this is in short. Later also we will study this system. What are the functions of this dual F1 selector valve? Just this is the basic concept we should know. That is, we are having one supply valve, we are having one transfer valve, and we are having one delivery valve.
Sir, in supply valve of SA9, you said that the pressure is going out with the 3 kg per centimeter square. Where was the remaining 1 kg?
I can't able to hear it. Just speak louder.
Sir, in the supply feed valve of SA9, the pressure is moving out with the pressure of 3 kg per centimeter square. But in the relay valve, it is getting only 2 kg of pressure only.
No, it won't get 2 kg. It will get 3 kg only. There won't be any pressure drop.
Sir, in diagram, but it is showing 2, no?
What? No, it is not. See. It is not the pressure. It is the port number. This 2, 20, 3, 1, 30, 20. Everything is not pressure value. These are all port numbers. This 2 is not pressure value. This is a port number. I will show. First we will study the valves, but basic concept we should know. That's what I have shown the system first. If we are studying this valves, then we will come to the system. We will study once again. Okay. First I shown you the logic. That is on supply valve. The supply valve is supplying the bilateral pressure through a transfer valve to the delivery valve. The delivery valve is delivering this outlet pressure. Okay. So why I showed that system, you should have a basic idea. Then we will go back and we will study. Now we will study this SRN valve. So as I said, This is the handle. This is the handle. The loco pilot will control the brakes via this handle. So this is the regulating valve at the bottom. So this is the pressure input and output coming out of this SNN valve. So this by operating this regulating valve, this SNN valve is adjusted to send how much pilot air pressure? 3 kg per centimeter square pressure at application position. During release, what will be the output? It will be 0 only. I said handle has 3 positions in vacuum brake system, but nowadays only 2 positions are using. That is application and release. But third position, this quick release was there in vacuum brake system, but nowadays it is not available. So only nowadays it is having 2 positions only. But exam point of view, they are asking how many positions are applying in a SRN valve. You should write 3 only. Okay. So what is the function of this SNN valve? It is sending pilot air through the transfer valve to the seat to relay valve. The seat to relay valve is the delivery valve. So it is sending the pilot air to the delivery valve. Okay. So what is the type of this valve? This valve is called a automatic self-lapping pressure maintaining valve. It is located on both the control stands. It is used to apply and release loco brake. So it has 3 positions, that is application, release and quick release. This quick release nowadays not in use. So what are all the port numbers it is having? It is having 3 ports. Port number 30. Through that port number 30 only we are giving that MRR input. Port number 20. From this port number 20 only the output is coming from this SNN valve. How much pressure? 3 kg per centimeter squared. Brake cylinder pilot air pressure is coming from this SNN valve. And third part is that exhaust port. So these are details regarding the SNN valve. This is the cross section of this SNN valve. No need to study this cross section, you leave it. So as I said, this 24 double check valve, it is having 2 inlet and 1 outlet. So maximum pressure at which inlet it will give that as output. So this 24 double check valve is available at 2 locations. That first location only we have seen, that is this 24 double check valve is available between 2 SNN. So from working control stand SNN, if it is in apply position, we are sending 3 kg per centimeter square pilot air pressure. But non-working control stand SNN will always be in release position. So here output will be 0. 0 is coming here. 3 or 3.5 kg is coming here. So output will always giving us 3.5 kg. Similarly, here 124 AD double check valve is there. That is inlet of this seat relay valve. So at one end, the pressure is coming from SNN system. Other end, the pressure is coming from convection brake system. As I said now, whenever you are dropping BP in the formation, so in our loco also BP will be dropped. So in the formation brakes will be applied by distributor valve. Similarly, in our loco also, the loco brake should come whenever the formation brakes are applied. That is happened by one convection brake system with help of C3 distributor valve of loco. So that system output, that is the pilot air pressure coming from the convection brake system will always come to this end. Since no BP application or no SNN application is there, but SNN is applied. So maximum 3 kg will come here. There, if NN is applied is also not applied, 0 kg will be there. So always output will be. So 2 numbers of 24 AD double check valve available. One between 2 SNNs, another between this input of the seat relay valve. But the pressure, 2 pressures it will have to transfer either one of the 2 pressures, so there is one from SNN valve or another one from that convection brake system. So this is the 24 AD double check valve. Next is this A9 valve. You can see the cross section of A9. It will be similar in construction to the SNN, but it is having some difference. So it is also an automatic pressure maintaining self-lapping valve, fitted on control system, used for apply and release of a trail brake or formation brake. That is, A9 is used for charging or dropping brake pipe pressure. So it is having 5 positions, but SN is having only 2 positions. And also we can place the handle in between the 2 positions, anywhere in between the apply and release of SN. But here SN is having steps. There are 5 positions will be steps. So first is release, second one is minimum reduction, third is full service, fourth is over reduction, fifth one is emergency. So our BP will be fully, that is full, how much maximum, how much the BP pressure? 5 kg per centimeter squared. So 5 kg per centimeter squared BP pressure will be available whenever A9 handle was in release position. So other than release position, this minimum reduction, full service, over reduction and emergency all are application position. So this here only this graduated application will come. That is, in release position, our BP will be 5 kg per centimeter squared. If we are moving that handle to the next position, that is application position, that is minimum reduction position, how much the BP will be destroyed? The 0.5 BP will be destroyed from the 5 kg. So 4.5 kg per centimeter squared BP pressure will come. So if you are dropping BP means our loco brake will also come. So how much the brake cylinder pressure will come? 0.5 to 1.1 kg per centimeter squared brake cylinder pressure will come. That will go to the brake cylinder C2 level to apply the brakes. But if you are still moving the handle from minimum reduction to full service position, how much BP will be dropped? So it will be dropped to 1.5 kg from 5 kg. So 5 minus 1.5, 3.5 kg will be maintained in this full service position. But in this full service position, how much BC pressure, that is conventional brake pressure, will come in the loco? It is 1.8 only. So after moving from full service zone to the over reduction position, what will happen? BP will be reduced to 2.5 kg per centimeter squared from the 5 kg. So 5 minus 2.5, here 2.5 will be maintained BP. So how much the congestion brake pressure will come in the loco? It is 1.8 kg per centimeter squared. If you are moving the handle to emergency, what will happen? Full BP will be destroyed to 0. So how much the congestion brake will come in the loco? 1.8 kg per centimeter squared. That is, you are having graduated BP drop and graduated brake cylinder apply in the loco. So, but this full service position, that is, if you are dropping BP to 3.5 kg per centimeter squared, the loco brake pressure 1.8 kg will come. So at the same time, how much the brakes will come in the formation? Whether it will be less than 1.8 or it will be greater than 1.8 in the formation. Can anyone tell? If you are applying brakes in the formation, that brake cylinder pressure of the formation, that is, the coaches and the wagons are having individual brake cylinders. How much the brake cylinder pressure will be there in the formation? It will be
1.8.
more than 1.8 of loco, or it will be lesser than this 1.8 of loco. How much it will be? Can anyone tell?
Less than.
Lesser. If it is less means what will happen? You can tell me if you are riding a, if you are if you are working a train. Suppose if you take example, if you are working a train along with the loco, along with the formation, if you are working a train. So in our loco, 1.8 kg brake cylinder pressure is applied. But in the formation, less than 1.8 kg brake cylinder pressure is, you can take example of a 1 kg brake cylinder pressure is applied. Which will stop first?
Loco, sir.
Loco will stop first. But the formation lesser pressure than the brake cylinder pressure than the loco. Then what will happen?
Loco will move ahead because of the.
All the coaches will, what will happen?
Collide.
All the coaches will have a tendency to
Collide.
Slip.
what will happen? push the loco forward. It will create a danger. It will cause derailment. That's what always our loco convection brake is always we should maintain it 1.8. But our formation brake will be more than this 1.8. That is, it will be in the range of 3.8 kg per centimeter square. Okay, so 3.8 kg per centimeter square. So which will now stop first?
Formation.
If you are applying A9, that is if you are applying the formation brake, so with loco 1.8 kg per centimeter per pressure will come. In formation 3.8 kg per centimeter per pressure will come. So which will stop first?
Sir, if we are applying the brake of the A9 first, then the formation will stop first, and later on we are.
So that is the safe. So formation will stop first because of a greater brake cylinder pressure of 3.8 kg per centimeter square in the formation. Then only our loco will get stopped. So it should not be vice versa. So always formation brake cylinder pressure is greater than our loco conduction brake pressure. Just have it in mind. Okay. So these are all the 5 questions available. So how many ports available? We are having 4 ports. Port number 30 is the MRER input to this A9 valve. So port number 5 is the output pressure coming out of this A9. So since it is a supply valve, it is supplying the pilot air pressure. How much it is supplying? Based on the handle position. So maximum how much it will supply on release position? Same 5 kg per centimeter square brake pipe pilot air pressure it will give out. So it is also having one exhaust port, and also it is having one additional port, that is port number 1. So this is used for emergency. So whenever you are applying your A9 handle to emergency, so the output from this that is BP line is connected to this A9 valve also. So whenever you are operating this emergency, moving the handle to emergency, one emergency cam inside this A9 will be operated. So what it will do? It will destroy the brake pipe pressure to the atmosphere for emergency exhaust. This is called a one pipe emergency pressure. So this SRN is not having this emergency port. Only this ARN is having this port number 1, that is emergency exhaust port for destroying the BP pressure. Why? If BP pressure is destroyed fastly means conduction brake will come in the loco, and also formation brake in emergency it will come in the formation. So loco along with the train will be stopped at once. So this is the A9 valve. So that is when A9 handle is moved to emergency operation, emergency cam fitted in the operating handle shaft operates the emergency valve to exhaust brake pipe pressure from port number 1 at a faster rate for quick brake application in the loco as well as in the formation. Why this is used? Because it is used during emergency purposes. Okay, this is the cross section of A9 valve. So tomorrow we will continue the next set of valves. We will study tomorrow. Okay, any doubt till now? This A9 and SI9. We will see the next set of valves.